Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the scrappy wife behind scrappywife.com, and today we are taking a little field trip to Joann Fabrics and Crafts. And this is a for real field trip for me. I chose to drive to a Joann's that was a bit farther away than my closest Joann's because mine is a little disorganized and I had heard great things about this particular store. So let's go check out what's inside. If you are like me and not super into working with fabric, you might be tempted to think that Joann Fabrics is not a great place for you to go as a crafter, but I thought I would bring you along and share with you the 14 things that I found at Joann's that I don't find at other stores, or that I just feel like Joann's has a really good selection of, and things I like checking out while I'm here that aren't necessarily all fabric related. Let's go. All right, first off, they have super cute kid finds, and on this particular day, there were a ton of new spring things, spring arts and crafts, spring toys. What I really like, especially about Joann's, would be their toys that they have for outdoor play. All the bubbles, all the sidewalk chalk, all of the things that will help my kids be entertained as the weather starts to warm up and we get to go outside and play. Something else that I couldn't help but notice is that Joann's is really upping their home decor game, especially at this particular store. Look at these adorable little plant holders. I love them. They had whole sets of bamboo plates and little plant holders that I thought were so cute. And then just a really nice rustic, warm feel to a lot of their home decor pieces. It seemed like pretty good quality to me. I just really liked the look of it, and I was surprised because I feel like the last time I looked at decor in Joann's, I wasn't necessarily super impressed, but I really enjoyed looking around the home decor section, and look at how cute these words are. I think these would be so perfect in a craft room or in an office, or maybe just in the living room to inspire you. All right, within the home decor section, I found some very cool out-of-the-box organization ideas. Like this piece that's meant to be a hanging planter, but how cute would it be for organizing all of your markers and pens? I think that is super adorable. And then I loved that there was wicker in this particular stand, which would be great for holding sprays and things like that on your wall. I'm a big fan of using wall organization to really maximize the space in your craft room. There were just so many unique pieces, and I love mixing in some out-of-the-box organization pieces along with your standard acrylic drawers and IKEA pieces, because I really think that's what adds some personality. I really liked this particular planter that was a hanging planter, but look at the beautiful colors, the deep greens, which I haven't seen very often, and these would be great for some larger supplies, especially up at the top. And how cute. There's just so many great pieces. I loved that particular tray. I think it is adorable, and it'd be so beautiful on a desk to hold projects that you were working on. And so many great phrases. Adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience. What a wonderful thing to keep in mind as the world starts reopening and we are all learning to be super patient. All right, the fourth cool thing that I found are these really neutral organization bins. So I feel like you can find a lot of colorful bins, a lot of colorful baskets all over the place, but this was a whole grouping of neutrals that was in this black and cream, and then a gray and cream, and a navy blue and cream. And I thought these were absolutely gorgeous. I like how they had the structured bins as well as the collapsible bins, so you can kind of mix and match. And I also liked that they were a smaller size. So sometimes I feel like when we start using bins in our craft room, things get easily lost, but these were a little bit of a smaller scale than I had seen before, which I thought were perfect. And then I just thought they were really striking for sure. Okay, another product that I always like checking out when I come to Joann's would be the Parklane Paper Pads. So I think Parklane is probably a Joann's exclusive brand. It might be their particular brand, like Recollections is for Michael's. But I happen to really like the Parklane brand. I think they are gorgeous pieces. I think it's pretty good quality paper, and I like the selection that is available. So I usually come and check out and see what is up with Parklane, if they have anything new and what pieces might be available at Joann's. I also like that Joann still carries other designers and other brands. So Michael's has switched almost exclusively to Recollections and a few Martha Stewart, but Joann's still has some additional designers that you normally just find online, so it's great to see. And then of course just a really great selection of open cardstock. To me, Hobby Lobby and Joann's are the place to come for open cardstock because there's just so many options here of textures and weights. It's a really good selection at the store. So yes, I know that they sell Cricut supplies at almost all of the big box craft stores, but this was the largest selection of Cricut supplies that I had seen. They had all of the different tool sets, they had all the supplies for the Joy, so many different pens, all of the different easy press machines, just so many things that I don't normally see in person, things that normally I'm spending time looking for online. So it was really great to see all of these options like ready to go in person so you can check them out. Some cool materials that I hadn't seen before, like a brushed vinyl, which was absolutely beautiful. Just a lot of options, and so it's nice sometimes to see it in person. Yes, you can research and order things online, and that is a safe way to go too, but I know as a crafter we tend to be really tactile and visual, and so it helps being able to see things in person for sure. Okay, you knew that I was not going to pass up the Happy Planner supplies. Joann has some beautiful Happy Planner supplies, and I always check them out. Something else I love about Joann Fabric and Crafts is that they are like the only store that still is doing regular coupons. So Michael's has stopped their normal coupons that they used to have. They generally have a 20% off regular price purchases, something like that. Hobby Lobby has stopped their 40% off coupons, but Joann's still has a variety of different coupons that come out on a regular basis that are fun to use. And I also happen to love, as a military spouse, that they stack a military discount usually on top of coupons, which I really appreciate. Michael's does that as well. Hobby Lobby does not have any sort of military discounts. So it's nice to be able to stack the discounts, and it's nice to be able to look for and wait for some great coupons, which the other ones aren't really offering that often. Okay, the eighth thing I found I was super excited about. This is a sustainable journaling line. So it had all kinds of traveler's notebooks, the traveler's notebook covers, some different inserts, and beautiful pieces all made out of sustainable materials. And I know there are a ton of crafters out there that are really earth-minded or sustainable-minded, just wanting to do what they can to protect the environment. And we go through a lot of craft supplies that have so much packaging and feel like such a waste that it was super cool to see this new line. I hope it does really well. I didn't pick up any of these pieces today because I did not need any Traveler's Notebooks covers, but I think they are absolutely beautiful. They had some wooden embellishments, some different pencils and pens that you could use, all made out of sustainable product, which I thought was just fabulous. The ninth thing that I always check out when I come to Joann's would be the Ott Lighting. This is by far my favorite lighting for a craft room. So there's all kinds of Ott lights. What it is this beautiful, bright, white light that mimics daylight that is absolutely perfect for crafting under because it makes everything look clearer. I'm showing you the light bulbs. I have switched out all of the light bulbs in my regular lighting as far as my ceiling fan light and a regular lamp to Ott lights because I think it's perfect for my craft room. And then in the past I've had an an Ott light as a desk light, and there's a lot of different options. They have some that sit on top of your desk, some that have magnifying glasses attached to them, some that are floor lights that come up and over, some that clip on, some that have built-in organization, just a lot of options, and Joann's carries them. So you can go look in person, pick it up, and usually they're on sale. So if you don't see the Ott light on sale, just wait a week and it'll come back around. One thing I also love about Joann Fabric and Crafts is that they have some storage pieces that you can't find in person at other places. So they have the We Are Memory Keepers storage line, including their a la cartes, which happen to have some very cool accessories. They were kind of sold out at this point, which I was a little bit disappointed for, but they have some cool dividers and other things that you can attach to your cart. I assume that these will work with multiple carts. I haven't tried it yet. Probably not the tabletop, but a few of the other pieces for sure would probably work with a different cart. And then they had this in person. This is called the a la carte project cart. And yes, it looks like TV trays, but I have seen some other crafters use this in their craft rooms, and it seems like a fabulous way to work on multiple projects all at one time and just be able to pull out the tray that you need. I am a sucker for a super cool tackle box. So number 11 would be these options rack system boxes. So basically a really pretty tackle box. They had them in 4 different sizes, 3 or 4 different sizes, including this small bright pink one and this extra large kind of light pink one. If you are someone that has to kind of share your craft space, or maybe you don't have a dedicated craft space and you pull out your supplies to maybe go on the dining room table, something like that, these are so great. You can fit so much in them. I love how it's broken down into all of these compartments. They're just super functional. You can kind of adjust where the dividers are in different parts. These are fabulous. So I was very much amazed by the extra large one for sure. And I just like that they have the different sizes. These are ones that I have not seen at other stores, so definitely worth checking out. Number 12 is the Art Bin storage system. So Art Bin makes some fabulous, very customized storage pieces that work perfectly for crafters. They aren't the cheapest storage solutions in the world, but if you're looking for just the right thing, these are great and they work together, which is really awesome, especially if you are a crafter that is traveling to crops and things like that. These are fantastic ways to organize your supplies for on the go. They also, on a side note, had some Deflecto organization pieces that I had not seen in person at other stores, and I really liked this carousel because it had the divided bins within it with the different lids, and they had several Deflecto pieces that were pretty cool. So I like that they have these pieces that you can order online, and we've seen them used for sure. But again, there's something about seeing it in person and being able to touch it, see the sizes in person, and just see how the pieces work together that I think is really nice. So the fact that Joann's carries these really great brands, that they don't just stick to their own brand, I think is a really big benefit, and it helps you kind of see what is available out there. All right, number 13 is going to seem super random, but Joann's has the largest decorative letter selection, which I know feels a little random, but they have so many different decorative letters that are either wood or the cardboard or just all kinds, all sizes. I have not seen any that large at other craft stores, and I just liked the different fonts. It was just a cool little area, a little nook back in the back of the store that I discovered, and I was super impressed. It was nice to get to see all these different sizes. I loved the little inspiration pieces they had to show you what you could do with the letters, and then these were just super impressive for a pretty good price, especially if you're able to use a coupon, which at Joann's you definitely are. All right, and then number 14. I said I don't use fabric very often in my crafting, but there are definitely times I do. So I really appreciate that Joann's has these fabric quarters. They have a huge selection. So if you are a crafter like me that primarily does paper crafts and some small fabric crafting, it's awesome that you can just kind of collect these quarters, use them in a variety of different projects. And I love that they're organized kind of by color with the regular cotton fabrics. And you can just see there is kind of an endless variety. It was hard for me to film it all without kind of bumping into other people. So I just wanted to show you a few of the pieces that they had available. So you can see there is a lot available at Joann's Fabric and Crafts that maybe you didn't notice before, or maybe kind of you looked over. It's way more than a fabric store. Of course, if you are a fabric crafter or someone that sews, you already know that there is a huge selection of fabric and patterns and sewing machines and anything you could need for fabric crafting. But as a crafter that focuses on paper crafts and some other kind of crafts, there is still a lot to offer. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button so you will be the first to find out when I release a new video. I will link supplies down below best that I can from the Joann's website. So if you're interested in any of these things, make sure to check out below. I hope that you have a fabulous day, and as always, keep it creative.